Hey everyone, welcome to Car Review. Today we're going to be reviewing the movie Glass. This will be a non-spoilers review, so let's get into it. Keeping this one super chill, super casual because I got some travel ahead of me, plus I'm starving. Got a sandwich here. Not even driving, but it's alright. I'm still in the car. So Glass is the new movie by M. Night Shyamalan, and it is the third and final piece in his Unbreakable split glass trilogy superhero corner thing. It's really good. I'll just start off, and we'll keep this one brief, but I thought the movie was okay. I mean, I'll say it's good. Not great, but good. In terms of the trilogy, from best to worst, in my opinion, I would go Unbreakable, Split, Glass. It's not to say that Glass is a bad film. It's just it's good. It's nothing more, nothing less. In fact, well, maybe a little less. But there are some things I really liked about this movie. Obviously, seeing all three of the heroes and villains together. Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, that's a stacked cast alone. Let alone their respective characters being really cool. So that's definitely the selling point of this movie, and seeing the vision of these three movies coming together because, there's like over a decade separating Unbreakable from Split, so that's really cool having that thread. But, whereas in the other two movies, Unbreakable and Split, there was always this thread and these little bits for fans to pick up on. In Glass, they really beat you over the head with like, oh, now we're a trilogy and we're all connected. I mean, it was really just in your face nonstop. They reference the other two movies a lot, Unbreakable and Split. I mean, almost to the point where it's annoying. And I know this isn't a new thing, and they don't do it a whole lot, but they still show portions of the previous movies, like in Glass, like when they're referencing a specific thing, they'll cut to a 5-second shot from Unbreakable or Glass or Split. I mean, which isn't terrible, but I don't know. They did it like one too many times, I think. There is one really cool moment though where they show, Bruce Willis looking pretty young and stuff, and just seeing that transition from him back 2000 to 2019 was awesome, and that's a cool part of the movie. But yeah, I mean, this movie is good. It's not M. Night Shyamalan's best, but that's not saying much because he's made trash, but he's also made really good movies too. It's just there were some things that I felt that they should have left out. Like again, the references were a little bit too much, but there were some things I really liked in there where you get to see more of Samuel L. Jackson's character, Mr. Glass, really being the mastermind. I mean, you really get to see his plan that's been running through this whole trilogy of films. It culminates into this, and that alone, that premise, and that notion that you're going to see over 10 years worth of world building culminate one movie is worth the admission alone. But yeah, it wasn't anything special. It just, it's paced a little differently. M. Night makes kind of slower-ish films, but this one was a tad slower. It felt longer than it actually was. At parts, it felt like it could have gone on for 3 hours, even though it wasn't. It's also shot kind of weird too. Well, I almost said majority, but there are parts of this movie that's shot in first person, like from like a GoPro perspective, and they don't do it a lot either, much like the flashbacks. They don't do the flashbacks or the GoPro a whole lot, but the thing is that the GoPro usage with the first person usage, it interrupted some parts of the movie that I didn't think needed to be filmed in that perspective. I thought it kind of diluted those scenes. It's cool to use it once or twice, but they did it like 3 or 4 times, and they used it in parts I don't think they should have. So again, kind of a knock there. So yeah, I mean, I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but it's good. It's fine. It's a good closing chapter to his trilogy. It's not what you'll expect, I'll tell you that. In typical M. Night fashion, there are many twists and turns. But but it's good, and you should see this movie. Just take your expectations from here down to here. I'll leave it at that. Alright, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to get back to my sandwich, and if you like this video, comment, share, like, subscribe to all the good stuff, and see Glass in theaters now, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.